welcome. I'm going to have some links down below. This is like my new little series that I do where I just talk about a few different topics that relates to gaming news. So let's get right into it. When it comes to the Nintendo Switch Pro slash 2, or just the Switch successor, it's not happening for another year at least, because it's been reported by Bloomberg via Nintendo's president Shuntaro Furukawa that explained during an investor's presentation that it is not considering any new hardware in the 2023-2024 financial year. So that means that Nintendo's next home console, whatever it would be called, wouldn't be slated to be released until the end of April of 2024. Yeah, and that's at the earliest. So any rumors that you hear of a Switch Pro, a Switch 2, because I was starting to believe it only because you kept hearing about it so much, right? And then with Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, massive juggernaut of a game coming out. Did we want another game that's going to cost $100, at least in Canadian dollars, running at 900p, 30 FPS with some frame rate drops? I mean, I love the game to death, don't get me wrong, but it's like, a Switch Pro. And what made it so believable too were all these like supposed specs. It's going to run like a PS4 Pro and all this kind of stuff. Like it was very detailed with its analytics. And it's potentially possible that that is true, just not that it's going to happen anytime soon. So that to me is disappointing. I wouldn't mind even Zelda Breath of the Wild someday being able to revisit that in like a, better draw distance, more stable 30 FPS, because its frames per second, I'm not going to lie, are actually pretty good. Like it's a smooth 30 FPS. There's a difference between smooth 30 FPS and some other games that aren't so smooth. And I've given examples in the past before. If we get a Switch Pro and we can run it at 60 FPS, maybe some slightly better draw distances, and all that kind of stuff, tighten up the resolution, that would be pretty damn sweet. And even the rumor that not only would we have been getting a Switch sequel, there would be updates to certain games that would patch like an HD texture or whatever on top of the game to make it like, the next gen, kind of like what the PS4 Pro did, right? Where there'd be like an update for certain games. So, yeah. April 2024 at the earliest is when you can expect this, and this is like official news. The other stuff I threw on top, those are, of course, rumors. I don't want to mislead anybody. And then when it comes to Zelda and the Switch, Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo always planned to use Breath of the Wild's Hyrule for their sequel. So this is like a quick little thing here that explains why they decided to use the same map. However, I want to throw in for the next 5 to 10 seconds, if you don't want to hear it, there is a very, very mild spoiler. I would consider this a mild spoiler. So if you don't want to hear it, when I go down to 1 and then 0, I'm going to say it, and it's going to take me like less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Supposedly, with all the leaks that have been going on, there is a massive underworld to explore, not just a bunch of little rinky-dink caves. Okay? Because don't forget, the game's out there and there's a lot of spoilers, although I've been having a hard time finding those spoilers. All I keep finding about are the warnings to the spoilers, but I can't find the actual bloody spoilers. I think it's kind of funny because I want to spoil it for myself, because truthfully, the more I know about Tears of the Kingdom, the better prepared I can come, because in 48 hours, if even that, the game's going to drop and I am going to want to bang that shit out on my YouTube channel. Okay? So while Hyrule has been setting for many Legend of Zelda games, we've also taken departures to locations, to other places. There was no question in the developer's mind that they were going to reuse the Breath of the Wild Hyrule for their predecessor, for their successor. Anyways, in an interview published by Nintendo Series, Eiji said that creating a completely new world in a new game was never really a discussion, because the team had always been on board with coming up with new ideas for a direct sequel for Breath of the Wild. And just like somewhere that you know inside out, they say, we understand where everything is in the Hyrule from Breath of the Wild. And because of that, we believed it was possible to create new gameplay, and obviously enough of it, and add some other things like the thing I just mentioned a moment ago, added director Hideo Maro. And for that reason, the initial proposal, we clearly stated the setting will not change as an important concept. Even when I shared this with the team members here, they had no objections whatsoever, and they were all aligned on the idea from that point onward. So that is their, quick reasoning as to why they're reusing the same map. But like I said, there's, okay, few little surprises, and I have a very strong feeling. Oh, and what I can say, which is not really a spoiler, from the people that have already been playing the game for tens and tens of hours, let's just say they are not disappointed. They don't feel like they're playing Breath of the Wild, right? So, to me, that is absolutely amazing. And then we're going to go quickly into finishing off this whole Zelda Tears of the Kingdom with just reminding you that tomorrow, because we are the 10th here, the game is releasing tomorrow, and there's going to be a live stream. You can click on these links, like I said, livenintendo.com, and at 6:45 p.m. Pacific, that's kind of late, 9:45 p.m. Eastern on May 11th, that translates to 2:45 a.m. BST, okay? They're going to live stream the game. So I think that's amazing. So there you have it. That's it for this news piece. How long did this take? Not too bad. Okay, not too long. That's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. You didn't like it? Thumbs down. I'll bend it in half and break the Master Sword off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, obviously that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.